Hey, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. So, it's still dark outside. The sun has not come up yet, but it is currently snowing. Not very much, unfortunately. It might still snow later on, but it's just very, very gently snowing. So, I'm thinking it's probably gonna melt by the time that the sun comes up. But it is technically snowing, but I don't think that there's enough to make a snowman. It's like a very, very light snow, but it's very pretty. I'll try and show you it. So I'm grateful that we're getting at least some, but I don't think there's enough to make a snowman. But as for today, it is currently Sunday for me, and that means that it's a rest day. So I'm probably not going to be doing much. Oh darn, I have to wash my bedding. So I have to do laundry today, which is kind of unfortunate because that is not an easy thing to do, all of the bed sheets. Yeah, not looking forward to that, but at least I remembered, so that's good. But besides that, I don't know what I'm really going to be doing today because it is very much a rest day, but I am very much enjoying the fact that it is snowing right now. But until the sun comes up and I am able to show you it, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in a little bit. I just wanted to show you this real quick. I'm going to be getting my laundry started, but this is a weighted blanket, and I have a really big knit blanket that I made a while ago, a little blanket, another very, very warm blanket, the flat sheet, and then another knit blanket that I made, all on my bed, plus a couple more blankets, but those are already in the laundry. So many blankets on my bed for the winter. It is kind of ridiculous, and it's in the my bed's in the corner, so it's kind of hard to get the bed made, and it's like in a tent type thing. So yeah, that's why it's a pain to get the laundry washed, but it's very important and it feels good when it's done. I just wanted to show you how much that I have, how many blankets that I have on my bed. But also, since I'm here, the sun is up and it is already melting the snow quite a bit, but we barely got any, so maybe like an inch, but that's not enough to make a snowman, unfortunately. But I will try and show you some of it a bit later, just because it is still pretty even though we didn't get much. And also, I just saw a video. I have my hair up in a ponytail, if you're wondering what's going on there. Not done with the laundry, but the hard part is done. The bed. Yay, at least we're halfway done, so that's very good. But now that that's done, I think it's time to go and see if I can show you some snow. Again, it's probably not going to be that much, but hopefully there is some that I can show you. It is time for the 14th day of the Advent calendar. I cannot believe this is the official, I can't get it off, the official end of 2 weeks of the Advent calendar. Also, I need to put my hat on real quick because this is needed. And if you hear a lot of wind noise, by the way, it is so windy outside that I would be surprised if you don't hear it, because yeah, it is really, really windy outside, and it is so cold. I cannot believe how cold it is today. I knew it was gonna be like snowy and cold outside, but it didn't. I mean, like, it is so cold outside. It feels like it's in Celsius. I don't know what the temperature is, but in Fahrenheit, it feels like it's 5 degrees. So yeah, it's cold today, and that's how it's been all day. But it is time for the 14th day of the Advent calendar. And let's see what we have. I don't know. Is it a bell or another triangle snowman? It's a bell. I can't make this one into a snowman because it's red, but yeah, it's another little bell today. But let's hang the little bell. At least I think that's what these are. I'm not entirely sure. If you know if there's supposed to be a certain type of thing, like because of the shape or anything, please let me know. But I am calling these bells, but I'm gonna hang this little guy up on the tree. Let's see, where should I put it? There are so many options now. Oh, sorry, you're a little bit unlevel. I think that's better. Let's see. I think I'm going to put the little one down here in the center. Oh, that went on very easily. Yay. And we got this little guy yesterday. And this is the other bell that I was talking about earlier that I made a snowman. There's a little face on it. Oh, sorry if my arm was completely covering it. But this is the little guy so you can see it better. It's a tiny snowman. I am so easily amused. But now that the Advent is open, it is time to knit the blanket. And also, as I'm getting started knitting, am I using the blue yarn? I sure hope so. No, it's green. Okay, so we changed the yarn color to, oh, is it? Yeah, no, that's blue. Or, green. Sorry, I'm being very confusing right now. But we do change the yarn color. And because we did green yesterday, I kind of thought that we were going to get a second day of the gray yarn, but unfortunately it's not quite there yet, but it was extremely close to going all the way to the gray yarn today, which is the coldest range of temperatures of the yarn colors. And honestly, it would have been kind of exciting that we got to use the gray yarn. Definitely 100% felt like it should have been the gray one, but unfortunately it wasn't. We are using the blue one today. And again, it's only unfortunately because I don't want it to be that cold, because that would be really, really cold. But it's unfortunate because we literally only have one day of gray on this blanket for the entire year, which is amazing to me. It has not gotten that cold, which isn't really surprising, but it hasn't gotten that cold like at all, only once this year. And it's very interesting because I kept thinking that it would, but it just didn't. It stayed warmer this winter than I thought that it would in the beginning of the year winter. This winter, we might have a chance to use the gray yarn before the end of the year, which would be very exciting. It's a very small chance, but there is a chance for it. And I'm not entirely sure on this or not, but there is also another chance of using the orange yarn, which is kind of, I don't know. It would be funny if we used the orange yarn, but I'm also kind of just like, oh, come on now. There can't be another day of orange, but we might get one more this year before the temperature blanket is over. Again, it would be hilarious if it is, because that yarn has been used for most of the days this year. But yeah, hopefully not, but there is a small chance. Can you hear the wind? It's making the window in the house creak very loudly. But as for today, besides getting my laundry done and put away and completely... It's not completely put away. Ignore this blanket. I need to put that away. But it is done in the washer. I just have not put it away. But anyway, besides that, I have put away all of my laundry and gotten everything completely washed and cleaned, and it feels really good. Yeah, getting my bedding done is such a pain. It's just like, you know, it's difficult, so I don't enjoy it, but I do enjoy the, you know, after everything is all clean and freshened up on my bed, it's just like, it's not easy, so I don't enjoy it. But again, at least it's done now. But besides that is my point. It was pretty much just a normal day. Got out to see if there was any snow, as you saw. There was not much, unfortunately, which I am kind of very disappointed in because it is so cold. That's just the wind. But at least there was still some, which is good. At least it wasn't like... At least it wasn't like there wasn't any snow. Sorry if I keep jumping with the noises from the wind. It's loud and it scares me. But yeah, so hopefully you were able to see a little bit of the snow. Again, I know it was only for a couple of seconds, but there really wasn't that much out there. And yes, I have already edited up until opening the advent calendar. I have already edited all of that, which is very interesting, but I needed to charge the camera, so I figured I would while I was there. But anyway, yeah, I kind of am disappointed about the clip where I wrote on the screen with the birds, because it is so pixelated, you can barely see what's happening. Hopefully you can at least make out that it is birds in the snow. I highly doubt it, but I'm hoping that you can, because yeah, that is not that was not good video. I am so sorry about that, because I had to zoom in so far, and also because it was behind a window, because there was no way I was going outside. So I hope you understand. But yes, it is birds eating out of the tray that I put out there for Thanksgiving, which, by the way, it still has food in it. Same with the pine cones that I hung up. There's still food on those, not much, but there is still some out there. It's mostly gone though, so they have, you know, eaten most of it, which is fun. But yeah, they're still enjoying it, which I am grateful for, that they still have plenty of food while it is snowy and cold and stuff. I'll refill their bird feeder probably once the ice melts in a couple of days, because I did notice that that is empty. But at least they still have the food from Thanksgiving, so they still have plenty. But yeah, the point is, the majority of the day I just kind of was inside staying warm and not being in the freezing wind and snow and ice. And by the way, it did I think snow again. I'm not entirely sure. It might have just been the wind moving the snow around. But it also could have just been like, because the air is so cold, it could have been like ice just kind of flying around. I'm not entirely sure, but it did look like it was snowing again a couple hours ago, which was fun, but nothing worthwhile, unfortunately. It was just really pretty to see all the little snowflakes. I think they were snowflakes anyway. But I am suddenly almost at the end of the first row here, so I'm going to continue on knitting this one and then knit the second row. And then it's technically only one row, but you know, the other way back. And then I will be right back to show you what the blanket looks like for today. I can't believe that we almost used the gray yarn today when we used green yesterday. That is a drastic temperature difference. Oh, and by the way, I did have a little bit of a headache last night, unfortunately, because of the weather. But what I have been doing to take care of the migraines has been mostly working, and it went away pretty quickly, which was very exciting. It didn't get super bad, but I still did have a little bit of a pressure change headache, so that wasn't pleasant, but at least it went away quickly, so that was good. But anyway, I will be right back, and then I will show you what the blanket looks like for today. Just give me a couple of seconds. I'm not quite finished knitting yet, but I was just thinking about when I was first trying to decide whether or not I wanted to make the temperature blanket. No, I have not looked in my journal and figured it out yet from last year, because I wrote down the day that I first mentioned it. I also have it in the video from last year, I guess. I could check either, but I just haven't. But I was thinking about that, and then I realized it was definitely before Christmas when I decided that I wanted to make the temperature blanket, because these knitting needles were a Christmas present. So yeah, it was obviously before Christmas when I decided that I wanted to do this. I just can't remember what day specifically, but I wanted to say that I did at least remember that it was in fact before Christmas when I decided that I wanted to make this blanket. So it's probably right around a year ago that I was thinking about how I was gonna start this blanket, which is amazing to me that it has been basically an entire year of this, like, just the process of this blanket being made. And I can't believe that, you know, we're basically done with it now. It's still got, you know, the rest of the month to go, and then of course I have to do the border. So it's not done yet, but yeah, it's basically almost a year old. Which is amazing. And this project is, yeah, it's just amazing to me. And I hope you know how grateful I am that you've been here through all of the making of the blanket. Man, it is so windy. But yeah, it's just, I'm so grateful that you're here. So just thank you so much. And we only have a couple more weeks, 2.5, maybe 3 weeks left. And then the colors, like the actual temperature days of the blanket, will be complete, and I'm sad about that. But I'm also kind of excited. It's very, the yarn is getting stuck. It's very kind of, it's interesting, because the emotions are happy but also kind of sad, because it's almost done, and I've enjoyed making it with you so much, but it's not over yet. Again, we still have a few more weeks. I don't want it to be finished, but I do at the same time. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's just kind of how my emotions are about the blanket. But yeah, the main point is I decided to make it before Christmas because these were a Christmas present. But anyway, I am now all finished with the knitting for today, and it is it is the blue row at the top here that is still halfway on the knitting needle, and this is very twisted again. I don't understand how that happens, but anyway, yeah, this is what all of the blanket looks like for the entire year. Oh, and the row of gray is way over here at the beginning of the year. I believe this was this at the end of January or the beginning of February? I don't know, but it was around there. So it was in the middle of winter, and this is the only row of gray. But that is gonna do it for the video today. So I hope you enjoyed it. And again, I do apologize that that one clip was very terrible quality, and unfortunately there wasn't much snow to show you as well. But again, I just hope you enjoyed the video, and no matter what, I just hope you have a good day today, no matter what you do. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day. And as for me, tomorrow it's Monday and cleaning day, but I have something that I would like to do. I would like to either put one of the, or maybe both, I can do both, it won't take that long, but I'm thinking about putting one of the tomato plants that are in the water into soil, the one that's been in there longer, because it definitely looks like it is ready, and maybe another basil plant into soil as well, because the little one that I put into soil, was that only last week? It feels like a really long time ago, which is a very good thing. I'm grateful for that. But whenever I put that into the other basil plant into the soil, it looks like it might have a new leaf starting to grow, which would be very, very exciting. And that means that it is taking to the new container. And that means that I will be able to put the other two into soil too, because those two definitely, wow, I said two there a lot of times. But anyway, be able to put those guys into soil as well, because yeah, it just looks like they need to get out of the water and into actual, you know, soil or into the garden. But again, the hydroponic water is not functioning properly because of the water pump. So I think I might do that tomorrow. Again, no matter what, one or the other, or both, the tomato plant, basil, or both, I don't know. I will decide. And besides that, it's just a normal cleaning day for me because it's Monday and I need to fully clean the horse setup back there because just like it's really dusty. So I need to completely move that and reset that up and clean it and take care of it properly. But yeah, that's the main thing that I'm planning on doing tomorrow. And again, just as for today, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye! Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later.